So you want to make some edibles, whether it's gummies, cookies, brownies, and you're going to need some type of THC. You can use distillate or you can extract it yourself from flower. I prefer just using distillate. Here's why. If you use flower, you have to decarboxylate it first, not screw that up, and make sure you don't upset the neighbors with the smell. Then you take your flour and either put it in oil or butter, or you can use one of those magical butter makers. I've never done that, but my buddy just bought one. And then you have to put in the appropriate amount of oil or butter that you're either going to use for the recipe or that you're going to then save and then extract a certain amount of that butter or oil to make whatever recipe you're using. And then again, you don't know if you decarboxylated all the flour, you don't know if you extracted all the THC, and you're probably truly not sure of the potency because you didn't test the flour initially, and then you hope that you extract all the THC from that flour as well, and all that THC goes into that entire container of oil or butter, and then you're going to take a portion of that to make your gummies, your cookies, or your brownies. That's nothing wrong with it, but if somebody says, hey, are these potent or not, that's a big guess. You know, you have to guess on the potency of the THC that's in the flour, how much you extracted, was there good homogeneity, did you take the appropriate amount of butter or oil, and how much THC was in that, and how many cookies or gummies or edibles did you make? It gets a little confusing. If you just get some distillate, and there's a lot of companies that'll sell you a kilo for relatively inexpensive, or even a half a kilo, or even if you just sucked it out of a vape cartridge. But before you do that, remember, terpenes don't taste very good. Remember, 1 gram of distillate is 1,000 milligrams. So if you wanted to make 50 edibles, whether they're gummies or cookies, you can make 50 edibles, and that's 20 milligrams each. That's pretty damn potent. Or with a gram of distillate, medicinal distillate, you could make 100 10 milligram edibles, and which is still a pretty potent dose for the average individual. So if I was going to be making gummies or cookies or anything that was going to be an edible, the most important thing I'd want to know is what is the dosing per item, per gummy, per cookie, so I could enjoy it. I could give it to somebody with confidence and not worry about them being annihilated or having somebody eat it and go, Steve, these damn things don't have anything in them, and then they end up eating 1 extra gummy and then they go off the deep end. So if you ask me, distillate would be much, much easier to handle, much easier to deal with, and much easier to calculate when it comes to potency and effect.